Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true. Search underway for missing British man in Ballards Valley, St. Elizabeth. A search and rescue operation is underway on Tuesday to locate a 60-year-old British man who police say got lost during a nature walk in the Ballards Valley area near Junction, St. Elizabeth on Sunday. The man, said to be a diabetic, arrived on the island on Friday and was reportedly staying with his brother. The senior citizen reportedly told relatives that he was going for a nature walk. Reporters understand that he last communicated with relatives about 1 p.m. on Monday to say he got lost. All subsequent efforts to contact him have reportedly failed. Head of the St. Elizabeth Police, Acting Superintendent Courage Minto, said citizens of Ballards Valley, the Jamaica Defence Force Airway, and the K9 Division are assisting in the search. We have always gone through miles of terrain and search is still ongoing as we continue our efforts to locate this individual, Minto stated.
There is in fact a search and rescue operation ongoing at this time. This is in response to a British national who got lost in the hilly terrain of the Ballards Valley area. The information reaching the police is that the individual went for a nature walk and was unable to locate his way back to the house. And so a call was made to the police. This search is being conducted jointly between the Jamaica Defence Force, which is supported by the JDF Air Wing, JCF, and hundreds of citizens from the Ballards Valley area. We also have the K9 from both the JDF and the JCF conducting checks in several areas. We would have already gone through miles of terrain, and the search is still ongoing as we continue our efforts to locate this individual.
Woman found in company of escapee on murder charge pleads guilty. A woman found in the company of a man accused of murder and who escaped custody in June pleaded guilty to harboring a fugitive in the St. Catherine Parish Court. The 32-year-old escapee also pleaded guilty to uttering forged documents. Denise Bogle and construction worker Kenneth Stewart, both from Spanish Town, were remanded until sentencing on December 5th. A social inquiry report on each of them is also to be done by that time. The two appeared before Parish Judge Daniel Nelson Gale. In a targeted operation on October 10, the police went to Beacon Hill in St. Catherine and found Stewart in a house in the presence of Bogle. The two shared a child. The police said Stewart tried to evade capture by presenting a birth certificate bearing the name Mark Harris. Both were arrested and later charged. Stewart was among 8 men who escaped in Black River Police lockup in St. Elizabeth on June 19. He will be answering to that matter in St. Elizabeth later on. Enough is enough. Wholeness condemns brutal killing of 2 students in Salt Spring. Prime Minister Andrew Holness has condemned the killing of 2 primary school students in Salt Spring, St. James on Monday evening, asserting that violence in all its form is abhorrent and must be strongly punished. When violence touches our innocent children, who have their entire lives ahead of them, and robs our future of their potential, all the society must stand up and say enough is enough. Our hearts goes out to the family and loved ones of the victims of this senseless act of terror, and I am sure that all well-thinking Jamaicans are surrounding the grieving parents of the innocent children with prayers of support and comfort at this sad time, Holness stated. Reports were that shortly after 7 p.m. on Monday, the students, along with a man who is believed to be the intended target, were gunned down. This is the latest in the series of deadly shootings that have rocked the Salt Spring community in recent times. This barbaric and merciless act of terror demonstrates once again that gunmen and gangsters are a clear and present threat to the foundations of our free and democratic society, the Prime Minister stated.
When violence touches our innocent children who have their entire lives ahead of them and robs our country of their potential, all of society must stand up and say enough is enough. Our heart goes out to the family and loved ones of the victims of this senseless act of terror. And I'm sure that all well-thinking Jamaicans are surrounding the grieving parents of the innocent children with prayers of support and comfort at this sad time. This barbaric and senseless act of terror demonstrates once again that gunmen and gangs are a clear and present threat to the foundation of our free and democratic society. These gunmen and gang members are not mere criminals. They are like terrorists and should be treated as such. It is unfortunate that we not only battle these criminal terrorists, we must also contend with a narrative that oftentimes seems to offer greater protection and sympathy to the criminals with lighter sentences and preservation of their life and freedoms, rather than supporting stronger punitive, proactive, and preemptive measures against these terrorists while securing redress and restoration for the victims. I have no doubt that the perpetrator of this act will be caught in short order by our police. However, this is after the fact of the loss of innocent lives.
In the meantime, Education Minister said it is a tragic week for the Education Ministry. Ms. Williams described the killings as shocking and tragic. She called on all Jamaicans to desist from harming children. She also urges citizens with information about the killing to tell the police what they know.
3 persons were shot and killed, including 2 students from the same school, which is Hetwood Memorial Primary. My heart sank because we were just talking about the situation at St. Jude's Primary School, where there was a murder of a 6-year-old student and the parents of another student who attends the same school. It just shocks you every time when you hear this kind of news and to hear that violence is being visited on our children or young children. No, man. And anybody knowing the whereabouts of any of the persons involved in these murders, they need to come forward and give the information to the police. And I know that the police are investigating, and I hope in short order they will get all the leads that they can get to bring the perpetrators to justice. Man, this has been just devastating for the education sector this week.
Chris Brown releases Nightmares video shot in Jamaica. New song featuring Byron Messiah. International superstar Chris Brown has released the visuals for his song with dancehall artist Byron. The track, titled Nightmares, premiered under the influence of singers on YouTube channel on Tuesday afternoon, exposing Byron to 25.7 million subscribers. The video, which was shot on location in Jamaica during Brown's local stop on his widespread acclaimed Under the Influence tour, features scenes from Tivoli Gardens, Rose Town, and footage from his concert at the National Stadium. Brown and Byron made headlines back in August when the two were seen shooting videos in the inner city communities the day after his sold-out concert. Amateur videos from their interactions went viral on social media, as Brown also mingled with scores of residents who had turned out in droves to catch a glimpse of the popular entertainer. It was rumored then that Brown may have been collaborating with Byron and another remix of his popular hit single, Taliban's. However, Brown, in a post to his social media pages on Monday, confirmed that the two collaborated on a single for his latest album, 1111. In the first 3 hours of its release, the video amassed close to 200,000 views. Brown's 1111 album is also set to feature the likes of Devazo, Future, Lil J, and Friday. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification